What up? What up? What up, man? It's your boy, Sister Suicide Age 29. Or Pastor Lee in the building. In the building. Y'all know what time it is, man. Holla at your boy. We out here. We doing our thing. You know what time it is, huh? Stop playing. Let's stop playing. Let's stop playing. All right, man. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. You know the freaking vibes, man. Man, hit the notification bell. All of that. All of that. All of that. Suicide Squad. Keep it 100 and fair. Might be some biasness here and there, depending on who it is, why it ain't, what it is doing. Other than that, man, we still try our best to keep it down the middle the best way we can. Okay, you got a little change, you got a little change, you got a little change that's out there that you can spare. Please hit the Cash App if you can. Please hit the PayPal. Suicide X 29. It'll be right there at the ticker, bottom of the screen. So if you ever while the information is being presented, and if you like, I like this, I want to send something out to the brother. There it is. It'll be at the ticket right there screen. So Mirror 29, PayPal. So yeah, it's PayPal Suicide Age 29. Okay. All right. Without further ado, let's get to it. Now, Meek Mill, Meek Mill. A lot of people think Meek Mill is like a cornball because he does things that people that don't like, which rightfully so. Sometimes he might be doing things that sometimes I might think you're a cornball. It's okay. People think I'm a cornball too. So Meek is out here doing his thing, and he gives money to some kid, $20 bill, and he tells everybody it's like eight. I don't know how many kids out. It's like probably 8, 9, 10 kids out there, and he told them to split it. Right? Told them to split it. It's $20 bill. He told them to split it. They selling water, and they told him to split it. And people are upset about that. Now I'll give you guys what I feel about it after we go ahead and check out the article. Okay. So you just hold on. Let's go check out the article real quick. Then I'll tell you what I feel about the situation. My own personal opinion, you know. So let's go ahead and check that out. All right, so here we go. Shout out to complex.com. Y'all know who that is. Okay, so people call out Meek Mill for only giving $20 to kids for selling water in Atlanta. All right. All right. He's seen with the ice and all that with 21 Savage with the ice and all that. Meek Mill built his brand on his beautiful rags, the richest story, but he dropped the ball when it was time to pay this good fortune forward. All right. On Sunday, a video went viral with Meek Mill talking to some young entrepreneurs in Atlanta while riding through the city in one of his various luxury vehicles. Meek Mill was stopped by some kids selling water. Normally, a bottle of water from these kids costs $1 to $3. Yet Meek decided to give them $20 in exchange for no water, which this was seemingly generous. The issue comes due to the fact that Meek gave the whole group of the kids $20 bill, and only one child had the money. When the other children expressed their concern, Meek insisted that they should split the 20. He then warned them not to touch or reach into his car. Meek Mill is driving around in Atlanta in a 400K car, saw a few kids hustling waters and gave them a $20 bill and told them to split it. 6 to 8 kids splitting $20. People got they see $20. People they to keep it 5 makes I understand their disappointment. People out here just whatever. Meek is no stranger from flaunting his wealth, so making these kids split one dub and said, "Well, I just had." Meek Mill gave them. So people they're basically get back to the hood. Meek Mill giving back to some people agreed, some people liked it and agreed, some people didn't as well. Um, Meek Mill, you're the main one screaming, "Give back to the community," but you're frugal want to give young boys who look like you only $20 while flexing luxury car with expensive jewelry. You're a joke, an epitome of performative activism. Despite the optics, Meek took to Twitter where he claimed the children appreciated the 20 because they were hustlers. They appreciated it they just hustling kids. So okay, so that's it on that right there. All right. So now I'll give you my take on it. Then you guys can go back to your lovely day. All right. So my take on this is, you can look at it various ways. You can look at this in various ways, right? Now, coming from, let's start from the bottom to the top. Let's go the opposite way. Let's go from a person who got a lot of money, right? You see him on TV, you see him with their jewelry bragging, ba ba ba. You listen to their music, ba 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 ba. And they always talking about the streets. I'm the voice of the streets and the streets and the streets. I'm the voice of the streets and the streets, streets, voice of the streets, or whatever you want to call it. So the trenches, right? Then they ride through the trenches and they see about 8, 9, 10 kids, and they only give them $1. Just say he gave them $1 each, right? Now, from the other side, like, oh, thank you, Mick, you gave us $1, right? But then you got to remember, there's the other side too that sees it. I think some people are missing. So it's always going to be mixed reviews. It's always going to be mixed reviews, no matter what you do. It's always going to be mixed reviews. So this is how you do it. So it's going to be the ones who appreciate it, like, oh, hey, Meek put up on all of us and gave all of us $1, or or like he did, gave $20 and told us to split it, right? And it's gonna be people who appreciate it, who appreciate Meek for doing that, because he don't have to do that, right? Then you're gonna have the ones who are gonna say, man, you always brag. You just seen it. You always bragging about the trenches, how you got to give back, how you love the trenches, how your story, you made your life, you're living off your story from the trenches, and you can't give each one of those young boys $20 each. Why you just can't give them $20 each, Meek? Give them $20 each, Meek. $100 each, Meek. Why you acting like you ain't got the money? So you're always gonna have mixed reviews. Whatever you do, it's gonna be people who rock with it. It's gonna be people who say what you should have done, and there's gonna be people, you know what I'm saying, whatever. It's always gonna be something. My opinion, my assessment, my opinion on this is he gave money and he didn't even take the water. I think people are missing that. In the article, it says he didn't even take the water, and he still gave him 20. Still gave him a 20, and he told him to split it, which there's nothing wrong with that. We can't, you can't say, because if Meek would have gave them $10 each, you know what somebody else would have said? $10? Dang, Meek, you riding around in that 400K car like we just seen, and all that jewelry, and you only can get those boys $10? So it don't matter. It didn't matter the number. It's always gonna be somebody say, Meek, you should have gave them more. Meek could have gave them $10 each. It will be people saying, that's all you should have gave them $20 each. If Meek would have gave them $20 each, it would have been other people still saying, Meek, you should have gave them $50 each. So you can't win, man. You can't win. You can't win in this world. So no matter what you do, it's going to be mixed reviews. It's always going to be mixed reviews. Okay, so I'm not tripping. Meek, he didn't have to stop. He could have kept on rolling, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? He could have kept on rolling and he didn't have to do anything. He just could have kept his money and say, there goes some young niggas hustling. I'm going to get the hell up out of here. He could have did that, but he stopped, rolled down his window, and he threw a dub, and he said, there y'all go. Y'all split that. That's a dub. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that, because there's people who's out there. When you grow up, what do you do? They give you, they say, you and your brother and your sister split that $20 bill. You and your brother and your cousin or whatever split that $50 bill, split that $100 bill. So there's nothing wrong with Meek saying split the $20 bill. There's nothing wrong with that. In my opinion, it's nothing. We grew up from that, where we had to split the same money. So I don't have a problem with that. He could have kept rolling. That would have been more. But he stopped, throwed him a dub, like, yo, you keep your water. Here y'all go. Y'all split that. Keep doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? So other people can argue how much money would have sufficed. To me, I don't know how much money would suffice. It's already been somebody always say higher. So if Meek would have gave them $100 each, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be people who say he should have gave them $400 each, because you driving in that car, and plus you made your life up that music. You could have gave all those young kids $400, Meek. You know it's struggling out here, so you can't win. It's always gonna be mixed reviews. It's always gonna be mixed reviews. Okay, so that's my take on it. I'm not mad at it. I'm not gonna say what a man should, how much money he should give somebody. I used to think like that, but I grew out of that. I don't think like that no more. I cannot tell another man or woman how much they should give back to somebody or an organization, because then when it's my turn, And when I get in that position, then I'm going to put myself in a certain position that I don't want to be in. If I only want to give this organization 50,000, it's now people going to look at me. Maybe you said Meek Mill. Maybe you said this. Maybe you said that. Nah, nigga, won't you give them 200 million? See what I'm saying? So I don't want to put myself in that position. I can't tell a person how much they should donate to somebody else. I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do that because I'm going to be in that position one day where I have a lot of money and I can just, and then if I donate a certain amount, then people going to come back and say, maybe you've been running your damn mouth about everybody else. Put some more money in there. Put some more money in there. So I learned not to ever count somebody's pocket and tell them how much they should give somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. I don't know. All right, so that's my assessment on it, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Leave your comments below, man. Hit me up, you know what I'm saying? Hit me on IG if you got IG, Suicide H29. And I just started I just joined Big O. So if you on Big O, please hit me, follow me or whatever how it goes. Or I'm past the lead on Big O also. I'm past the lead on Big O. So if you got Big O, I'm gonna start going live on Big O. So we can communicate on Big O, okay? All right, and you don't have to turn your camera on either. You can keep your camera off. So hit me, join me on Big O. Follow me on Big O. I will start doing lives on Big O. So make sure you follow me on the Big O app and on Instagram. Okay, I'll be on Instagram. I'm gonna start posting and do stuff more. But I will be going live on Big O. So follow me on Big O, please, because we gonna be going lit on there. With that being said, I'm out, man. Talk to your soul mirror, the balance keeper, no one safe, poking the people, sisterhood, anti-bully gang, silverback gang. Lee love the ladies, lady loves Lee, and ladies, you are definitely lovely. Don't chase the light, let the light chase you. I am gone.